This is a 2025 Ford Expedition Tremor. And in this video, I'm going to show you some of the coolest features they added for this new trim level. I borrowed it from Kengar Ford here in West Valley, Utah. It is available for sale. Be sure to ask for Ken. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see options and features on this build. At the very top is the description with the colors. And then here's a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause to see more. Down below, 501A equipment group. That Star White paint was $9.95. This one does have the Connect package for like a minimum of 7 years, it says. And that's gonna give you like the 5G and the streaming. Also, this one does have the all-weather floor liners, roof rail crossbars, which I'll show you on the roof. Base price comes in at $81,030. Destination is $19.95 with a total price of $85,135. And here are the Philly comment numbers. What are your guys' thoughts on the front end? I think that the Tremor looks the absolute best for the new Expedition, for sure. Now, you guys see it does have the premium lighting, so it's going to have full LED reflective style. Down below, this is the only Expedition that has fog lights. You have this burnt orange accent on the front bumper and on the recovery hooks. Parking sensors. In the center here, they did add some plastic, but it doesn't look bad actually. And as you go further back, they got these big boy skid plates. This is really good for ground clearance if you're parking and you don't hit the curb, because the other SUVs are going to sit a little bit lower, right? They do provide a parking sensor off to the side for pulling into the garage. They give you this gray accent on the front grille. They give you a blackout for the Ford badge here, high gloss. You guys can see the accent light does go pretty far into LED turn signals. They did a really good job. And I think that this might be like a cornering light here too. And here is the suspension. This is a slightly different suspension from the other Expeditions. Double wishbone coilover setup. Your upper and lower control arms are steel. They do provide a cloth material for the liner in there. And then here are these tires. See these holes? You can actually stud these tires, so if you have a steep driveway in the wintertime, that will help you. These are the General Grabber ATX 275/70/18. It's gonna have 2,756 pounds of capacity at 44 PSI. I'll show you guys a yellow sticker here in a second. So these are 33.2 inches tall, 10.8 inches wide. So that's a pretty big tire. And which is why this has like a 0.8 inch increased ride height. You have that graphite color that you saw on the grille, on the wheels, more of that burnt orange. And here's a nice side view. Now if you're wondering, can you get this in the max? The answer is no. Ford strong arms you to just get this in the standard Expedition. Now I'm going to show you guys something on the front really quickly. I kind of skipped over it. You guys saw how it was spelled out on the front Expedition, but right here, what is right here, because these come out. So I'm going to step back here for a second and show you guys what that is. You guys notice anything different? Yes, they give you some light bars on the front end, and they are pretty dang bright too. I love that they did that. I would just keep those covers off, and you have to turn the high beams on to turn these on as well. You guys can see this does have high clearance steps. They say Ford on the back of them. Tremor badge. And they do give you some skid plates for the transfer case and for the fuel tank as well. Here's some of the lights. Cameras on the mirrors. You have a turn signal. Love the high gloss black. And I did turn on the lights on the roof rails this time. This is a part of the zone lighting. Let's go ahead and climb up so you guys can see these crossbars and that twin panel right there. Max load is 90 kilograms. Why don't you give us pounds? And never mind. There is your shark fin right there. Love the high gloss black around the windows. It gives it that sporty look. Out back, when you have the zone lighting on, you can see it turns on the reverse lights as well as the lights above. Now I thought that your license plate lights were LED, but nope, they're incandescent. That light there is for the trailer at night. Rear parking sensors, they hide the hitch. And down below, you guys can see they do cheap out and give you just a donut style spare tire. It's not even an off-road one, is it? Nope. Just a regular tire. And 373 locker. Independent rear suspension. And then here is a side view. I do like the overall styling on this. I think it looks great. That burnt orange against that black looks so good. Now if you open this up, for 2025 they do give you a tailgate. And you have these lights above that you can move around. So you guys can see that. It's a little dark. And there's decent storage behind the third row. If you want to put those seats down, it's pretty easy to do. They just drop down automatically. You don't have to hold the button. Thank you, Ford, for thinking that through. 12 volt, 120 volt, 2 Type-C USBs, more lighting. You have these hooks here. And if you want to turn the lights off above, right there, you just push this button here. But let's go ahead and close the tailgate. If you push this button, but if you just want to close the tailgate part, you could just push that button and it is automatic. Let's go ahead and talk about the powertrain. This 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 is the high output version, so it's going to have a high flow exhaust system, 440 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. All that power does go through a 10-speed transmission, and as I said earlier, 373 gearing on this one. It does have port and direct injection, which is a huge thumbs up to Ford for doing that. And hopefully if I have a chance, maybe I'll drive this. So let's go ahead and move on. Tremor does give you a luxury interior. You can see that burnt orange made its way here. A lot of soft touch leather, satin, and I like the graphic here and here. Looks really good. Auto up and down for front and rear windows. Thank you, Ford, for that. 10 speaker B&O sound system. They do have a better one for the platinum, and they should give this a higher equipment group, so people who may not necessarily want that platinum trim level, they can still get all the nice features like the contouring seats, which this is not available with. But you do have a 10-way driver's seat here, and this kick plate does sit pretty much at the same level as the carpet, so getting in and out is pretty easy. On this side, you're always in 2 high, but you have 4 auto in the winter time if it's snowing, 4 high, 4 low. And that's how you turn on the locker. You can open the rear lift gate, also electronic parking brake. And check out the dash too. More of that satin grab handle, black liner. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. Great storage down below. Now on this side, I think it's an 8-way seat. That is correct, and I am including lumbar. Perforated leather. They also give you that Tremor spelt out, tilt headrest, grab handle on this side. And I know some people don't like this new dash. I like the simplicity of it. It just seems to just work well. Feels good when you're inside of the interior. That's all I can say. I like it a ton. Right here, you guys can see, glove box, soft open, decent storage. Let's go ahead. We're going to take this for a drive. Let me just show you guys the rear really quickly. I'm sitting in the third row seat, and you guys see the headrests are up. If you want to put these down, you can still do that from the driver's seat. These seats do recline, or if you want, you can put them in their most upright position. Now, I did a video showing you guys an Expedition compared to a Suburban. These third row seats do sit higher, so I feel like they have better comfort for sure. On the side here, you can see the power for the seats, 2 cup holders, a little bit of storage, 2 USBs right there. On the roof, they do have places to hang things, LED lights. They also put the air vents here, which I'm shocked they haven't copied Jeep yet, because they put them on the sides, which gives you more headroom. So I'm 6'1", I'm fine actually, and I could sit back here for hours. If I were to recline the seat, which will actually affect some of your cargo capacity, I could be comfortable out here for hours for sure. 3 across. This center seat comes down like so, and as you move to the second row, this is where you really want to be at. You have the armrest on the side. You can recline the seat, which is easy. And then right over here, you have a single climate control, heated second row seats. Also down below, 120 volt power plug. On the side of the seat right here, you have 2 Type-C USBs and storage here. So this is a really nice, package for the most part. Let's go ahead and take it for a quick drive. Now I gotta show you guys something really quickly. You can probably see this has a 2-spoke steering wheel, which I like this design. I think it looks perfect. This is how the old school people drove back in the day. I remember my grandma used to drive with one hand like this. And if you want to adjust your steering wheel, you basically have to go up here. There's a toggle, and now, oh wow, it's acting a little funky today, but this is how you do it now. So you have to go through the menu up there to find it, or if you want to do your pedals down below, you can adjust the pedals. It's not that big of a deal. I know some people are going to complain about it. I think it's fine, but overall, here's your backup camera. You have 360 as you saw on the outside. If you want your heated ventilated seats, it's in this menu here. Let's go and turn on the AC or ventilated seats. You can hear them too. Wow, they're a little loud for sure. This does have trail turn assist, and it has a pretty good turn radius. Oh yeah, it definitely has a good turning radius. So 440 horsepower, huh? Now, I think that Ford should offer a V8 for this guy. I think that for some people who want to keep these for 10, 15 years, even though the EcoBoost engines are known to go 500,000 miles, they are known for that, it's still nice to just have less moving parts, no turbochargers, but they both use premium, and I think that turbos are going to get worse fuel economy overall, because most people don't know this. You have to let these engines cool down and really let those turbos cool down after you get off the highway. Like, I would say for at least a couple minutes. Let that oil run through, get the temperature down on them. Man, these seats are pretty loud. You hear that? They're pretty loud. Oh, I like that. I don't know if you guys can see up here. You have a camera view that shows you the side, so there's no excuses on tearing up your tires. I love that. So here we go. Oh yeah, this thing's quick. Very quiet. The General Grabber tires, Ford did the right thing. They added these tires, which are perfect. They're not too stiff. They're not loud at all. They have no road noise in my opinion. They're gonna probably affect your acceleration a little bit, but not by much. Oh yeah, it shows you the camera view on this side. I like that. That's really smart. Oh yeah, when you give it the juice at 55 miles an hour, 70, 80, it moves. You don't feel the shifts from the 10-speed transmission. At 75 miles an hour, with the sunroof, which is a twin panel, all I hear is road noise. I don't hear nothing from the tires. These are some of the best tires in the business. They're very soft, which means it's going to really soften the ride. And because this is an off-road SUV, the suspension should be softer for that too. So these probably ride the best. It looks good. It has great ride. These seats for, oh wow, I have to turn, but it does have a lane keep assist too. It just actually turns the steering wheel. You probably could tell. But yeah, these seats have really good cushioning. This is a very strange steering wheel. I will say it's not circular. It's like more like kind of squared off. But I think you'll get used to it. I like it. I think that it feels comfortable. It's just different from what I'm used to. Ford always has big steering wheels. So this is definitely something different. It does have the Blue Cruise too. So if you want self-driving, you have to, I think there's like a 9-day trial for this one. You can just do your research on that. And of course you can get an upgrade for that too, like a one-time payment for it. But driving through the city now, this is a little bit of a bumpy road. This is where I think having the Tremor package is going to really benefit people. So if you live in like in areas where the roads aren't that great, this rides so good. If you're looking at a Expedition Platinum, they have 20-inch wheels, a little bit, you know, thinner tire. And if you get an Ultimate package, you get the 24-inch wheels, which gives you even less sidewall. And I think this looks cooler. I think this is where most people are going today. It used to be back in like the 2000s and the 2010s. Everyone wanted the most luxurious SUV truck. Now people just want an off-road rugged look. It's so funny how the times change. And that's why Ford built this, because they know the crowd, they know what they want. And I think that this is really nice. Now I'm gonna push, I was gonna go up here because Chevy puts theirs up here, but if you want, you can push this center console back like this, and you have some deep storage. Now, if you want to keep stuff down here, I'll try to, if I remember, I'll measure this for you. I think this is about 3 inches deep. So if something is not 3 inches tall, you should be able to slide this over it. That way, you can keep stuff down there, basically. But yeah, all in all, I think this is a good buy. I actually like this better than the Tahoes, and for price sake, I kind of like it better than the Yukon. The Yukon has the AT4. They have that green interior, and I like the green interior. But if I were to get an AT4, I think I would rather have the Ultimate, and the Ultimate cost like close to $100,000. So there's that. I want to show you guys the cameras really quickly. I won't take too much more time, but I like this menu here. If you want to add stuff to this screen, you can. You can add some gauges up here, put your media back there, off-road status, tire pressure, tow status, trailer trip, trip 1, trip 2. They even give you the weather while using the app. So I guess there's a weather app you can use, so we won't do that right now. And let's go to the car icon. Trail turn assist is here. This is how I was controlling those lights on the front end. So that's how you would turn those on. So now you have to have the lights on, and as I said out there, you have to turn on the high beams to turn those lights on. This is the fog lights here. In order to use those, you have to have the high beams off. Zone lighting, that's how you turn the lights on the side of the roof rails and the rear on. This is the home screen. Back over to the car, because I didn't show you everything I wanted to. You can lock the rear climate. You have your driver memory seat. So they did put a few things in the screen. So if you want to control your lights, that's how you do it now. So they always stay on auto, so it's not a big deal, and it just cleans up the interior, so you don't have extra things out here. Now granted, it saves Ford money and they don't pass it on to us, but it's just nice to have a cleaner interior here. So this is your gear selector, volume control, auto stop start. This is going to help you park the SUV, caution lights, cameras, traction control, and then this is your trail control. They do hide your wireless charger, Pro trailer backup, 2 USBs, and love the way this looks. Has a great design to it. Also, it does have a tray, a 12 volt, 2 more USBs right there, and I think that's everything. I tried to show as much as I could because last time I did a video on this, a customer was actually on their way to pick theirs up. And so I tried to do a little bit more in this video for you. So if I miss anything, I'll do another one. I think they have a nice color coming soon too. If I have a chance, I'll do it. Let's go and check out the numbers on the door. If you plan on towing or putting this in your business name, these numbers are going to be important to you. Front gross axle weight rating is going to be 3550. The rear is 4690. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 7,650 pounds. 18 by 8.5 wide wheels. All in payload is 1,360 pounds. You guys see the tire pressure is 36 PSI all the way around. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to check out Ken Garv here in West Valley. Ask for Ken, and I'll see you guys really soon.